Hey guys! Se você ainda não me conhece, eu sou a Teacher Gica e esse é o Inglês de Jaleco. Hoje nós teremos mais um episódio da série Teacher Gica Reacts, onde eu reajo a episódios de série médicas e falo sobre expressões importantes do inglês geral e do inglês mais técnico da área da saúde. Let's do this! Hoje eu vou reagir a um episódio de The Good Doctor. I'm not familiar with the series, but I did my research and I know that Dr. Sean, the main character, is a surgical resident and he's autistic. So he has autism. Bora lá.
Does your family have any history of strokes?
I'm not sure.
Heart attacks? Blood clots?
Why? Is that what's happening?
I'm going to retake your blood pressure.
So Dr. Sean is taking this patient's history and he's asking about his past medical history. Have you had any strokes, blood clots, stroke, AVC, blood clots, coágulos sanguíneos? And clearly the patient is a little bit nervous. He's like, no, why? Is that what's happening? É isso que tá acontecendo? And then Dr. Sean says, I'm going to retake your blood pressure. Vou tirar a sua pressão arterial. Let's see.
Doctor, I don't feel right.
190 over 110. I need a 35 milligram push of esmolol.
What's happening?
You're in range for complications from a hypertensive crisis.
Like a heart attack?
That's one possibility.
So I'm having a heart attack?
Not yet. This should bring down your blood pressure.
Okay, so the patient's BP was 190 over 110. You don't really say 190 over 110 because that's too extensive, especially in an emergency setting. You need to be fast. So you would say 190 over 110 or 120 over 60, ok? Percebe também que a gente fala over e not per, como no português, 120 por 60. Então, quando a gente vai falar em inglês, às vezes fica aquela sensação de que tem que ser per, mas é over.
Continue to take deep breaths. Does Dr. Glassman have any more patients on hold?
Continue to take deep breaths. Então ele fala, continue respirando firme. E aí ele pergunta, does Dr. Glassman have any more patients on hold? Então, a little bit of context here. Dr. Glassman is a senior doctor who I think is Dr. Sean's attending, maybe, or he's just a superior doctor in the hospital that Dr. Sean really looks up to. So when you look up to someone, that person is a role model and you really want that person to like you and you want to be similar to that person. So this is what I figured from my research. And he asks, does Dr. Glassman have any more patients on hold? So when someone is on hold, they are waiting. We use that expression especially when speaking on the phone. So imagine someone wants to talk to you and then the secretary, like the front desk people say, excuse me, David is on hold. Ou seja, o David quer falar com você, ele está esperando. Mas a gente não usa apenas nesse contexto de telefone. A gente usa também aqui no hospital, foi um ótimo exemplo. The patients are on hold. So the patients are waiting for doctors to see them, okay?
There are two more.
I will take them. I'm faster than Dr. Glassman, and we need to...
Doctor, help! I can't breathe.
Two levels are dropping. Increasing oxygen flow rate. Get Dr. Glassman.
So, the patient is having difficulty breathing. Ele está com dificuldade de respirar. Sempre quando a gente vai falar essa frase, dificuldade de respirar, de fazer algo, você pode usar sempre essa collocation. He's having difficulty speaking. Ele está com dificuldade de falar. He's having difficulty walking. E assim por diante.
Mr. Cho, you had a minor asthma attack as a result of the esmolol.
Why did he give it to me then?
You didn't tell the nurse about your asthma?
Didn't anyone check my medical records?
You weren't...
So here we have Dr. Glassman. He's a senior doctor and he said that the patient had a minor asthma attack because of the medication. It was esmolol, and it is a beta blocker, which means it is used to control blood pressure, but it can also worsen asthma. So the patient is like, didn't anyone check my medical record? So the medical record is where we have everything related to the patient's health, past medical history, allergies, but yeah, I don't think they checked.
We're in ER walk-in, and
Sean,
your
do me
blood
a favor,
pressure...
please, and step outside and meet me in the hall.
Dr. Sean was trying to explain himself. So what I get from this situation is that Dr. Sean saw this patient having a hypertensive crisis in the hallway from the ER. I'm not sure if that's exactly what happened, but that's what I understood from what he explains here. And he was getting a little bit nervous, and the patient was already stressed. So Dr. Glassman is trying to calm down and asks him to leave.
Mr. Cho, the important thing is that your vitals are normal now, and there won't be any long-term effects as a result of the medication. I'll be right back.
Good. So the important thing is that your vitals are normal. Vitals, short for vital signs. So we usually say his vitals are stable, his vitals are normal. And there won't be any long-term effects. So short-term, long-term effects as a result of the medication. Agora o bicho vai pegar.
You didn't have time to get a clear history?
His blood pressure was critically high and trending up.
And now it's low. I warned you about this, didn't I?
Okay. Dr. Glassman asked, you didn't have time to get a clear history? Ou seja, você não teve tempo para pegar a história do paciente para fazer uma anamnese. So you can say to get a history or to take a history, nesse sentido de fazer anamnese ou pegar a história do paciente. I warned you about this. Eu te avisei.
You were stressed and then you stressed him.
Okay, I would feel less stressed if you were moving faster.
That's not your call.
The audacity! Oh my God, Sean. Ele fala assim, eu ia me sentir melhor se você tivesse moving faster, se você fizesse seu trabalho mais rápido. Dr. Glassman says, that's not your call. Ou seja, it's not your decision to make. Não é uma decisão sua. O meu pace, né? A forma como eu trabalho, a velocidade com que eu trabalho. So when you say, that's not your call, é no sentido de, isso não é algo que você decide. It is a very argumentative sentence. So choose wisely when to use this expression, okay?
I wasn't wrong. An asthmatic response to esmolol is rare and less critical than a hypertensive crisis. And if you had not been so slow to get to the patient,
Sean.
because I know you are not able to work at my pace, but your medical strategy is not working. No.
Your medical strategy is not working? Did he really say that? Oh my goodness. A little bit of context here. Pelo que eu entendi, o Dr. Glassman e o Sean, eles têm uma relação de avô e filho, de pai e filho. E eles gostam muito um do outro. Então essa é uma cena icônica da série porque eles são muito amigos e aqui eles estão discutindo, estão brigando.
Work at your pace?
Yes.
You need to go get something to eat, take a break.
No, thank you. I need to
I
get...
said take a break. If you don't want to eat something, then go take a walk. Now!
Yep, he yells at Sean. So Sean is saying that he is too slow, and of course Dr. Glassman doesn't like his attitude and asks him to take a break, which means go for a walk, ou seja, faz intervalo, take a break, vai comer alguma coisa, né? So there's something I want to point out here. Dr. Sean is autistic, as I mentioned before. His character shows many characteristics that can accompany an autism diagnosis, like social awkwardness. So you can see he struggles a little bit to communicate with people, lack of eye contact, so he avoids looking people in the eyes. Playing with his hands during stressful situations, so he's kind of playing with his hands in a situation stressful like this. I would give this series a shot. Ou seja, eu daria uma chance pra essa série. Eu achei ela interessante. Nice, very nice, good doctor. Ok. Então é isso, pessoal. Espero que você tenha gostado. Esse foi mais um vídeo da série Teacher Gica Reacts. Se você tem alguma sugestão de algum episódio, alguma série que você gostaria que eu reagisse, pode deixar aqui nos comentários ou me fala lá no Instagram. I hope to see you soon. Have a great day. Bye bye.